Hey guys, it's Alisa here, and as you already know, I am a huge advocate for handmade capsule wardrobes. But this lifestyle trend is definitely not for everyone. So I thought, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the positives, the negatives, and I hope that this video is going to help you to decide if you are ready to take on a challenge of sewing a handmade capsule wardrobe. I'm very excited, so let's get it started. Alright, so let's get started with the positive stuff first. And by the way guys, I speak from my own experience. I've been making my own handmade capsule wardrobes for quite some time now. So if you have any other suggestions or tips or tricks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, because I'm sure a lot of other people can learn from you as well. So the first positive thing about embarking on a journey of a handmade capsule wardrobe is that it's going to save you some time. And the reason why is because you pre-plan your capsule wardrobe in advance. So you're not frantically running around the house, dancing around the sewing machine because you have to finish this dress by 9 p.m. tonight before the party because you have nothing to wear. That's the beauty of the capsule wardrobe, because you think in advance, so that when you wake up in the morning, you don't really have to think about it. You put the clothes that you feel it good in and you're ready to go. So when there is a party or a special occasion, you have all these pieces already lined up, so you don't have to, as I mentioned, frantically run around the house, right? And I've seen this transformation happen to a lot of people when they started embarking on a handmade capsule wardrobe journey. They have their schedules opened up for another hobbies, more time for their family members, and also a lot less sewing stress. Another thing, a positive thing that I love about handmade capsule wardrobes, that it's definitely a money saver. And it also goes back to pre-planning your capsule wardrobe in advance. So you're not going to the Joann's Fabric or any other fabric mart and you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna pick up this fabric because it just speaks to me and I'm not sure what I'm gonna make with it, or I'm gonna pick up 3 yards of this and 4 yards of this, just because. And it's great. I mean, if you love to do that, you do you, as long as you're happy. However, after a while sitting on enormous amount of fabric, to me, it almost felt like a burden. So definitely embarking on a journey of a handmade capsule wardrobes kind of eliminated that a lot, because now you have a plan. And when you have a plan, you have an idea of how much fabric do you need, what are the styles, what are the patterns, what is the color segment or kind of color story of your whole capsule wardrobe. And when you go to Fabric Mart, you already have a very clear vision in your head of what do you need. Therefore, you buy less, or you buy only what you need to use, and you save money. Now, another positive thing that I absolutely love about handmade capsule wardrobes, and it's probably one of my favorite parts, is that it helps you to discover your true style, your true aesthetic, and your true kind of like feel of design. And again, it all goes back into that, planning of your handmade capsule wardrobe. And then you start questioning yourself. What do I really feel comfortable in? What do I really feel like wearing every single day? What really kind of pronounces who am I? What really tells my story to the rest of the people? So it really helps you to capture the essence of what you enjoy as a person in your clothing, and it also helps you to tell a story in a much clearer vision. So definitely a very positive side of handmade capsule wardrobes, especially if you don't necessarily know what your style is just as of this very moment. Now, let's talk about maybe not so pleasant or less happy sides of a handmade capsule wardrobe. So what I've noticed about myself, and it doesn't really bother me as much because I enjoy minimalistic lifestyle, but it might bother some of you who really like different designs and variety, and definitely kind of like an ability to choose from a variety of things. So definitely having a capsule wardrobe, it doesn't have to be, but a lot of times having a capsule wardrobe limits you on the amount of the design that goes into it, and some of the designs are very simplistic. So you might find yourself kind of in this like inspirational trouble where you feel like you want to go and spread your wings and do something interesting, but it doesn't really fit within your capsule wardrobes. So at that moment, you probably should ask yourself, is handmade capsule wardrobe really for me? But as I mentioned, it doesn't really bother me because I enjoy minimalistic lifestyle, and my designs are all, I don't want to say quite minimalistic, but they're, you know, quite simple, straightforward, and they pair well with everything. Now, another thing that might be also not as happy is that it usually provides a very limited palette. And again, you know, you might feel like you are restricting yourself when you go shopping for fabric, or when you're choosing what are you going to build your handmade capsule wardrobe out of. So you might feel like you're just stuck, you know, with all blues and greens, or with all purples and pinks, or this and that. It doesn't have to be. It usually happens when you're just starting building your first or second capsule wardrobe. But it definitely might feel like you're just limiting yourself and putting yourself in this box of limitations and what I can do and what I can't. And another thing that is also not as happy, it doesn't really bother me again, but I found out that a lot of other people and a lot of other sewing friends mentioned that to me, that when you do make your own handmade capsule wardrobes, your social presence on Instagram and other social networks where sewing is really active, or people who sew are really active, really decreases, because again, you know, you're not participating in every single sew along that is out there. You're not doing every single sewing challenge. You're not doing every single sewing competition, because you simply don't need it, because you already have a fully functioning wardrobe that you're super happy with. And again, if you feel that it brings you unhappiness, the fact that you cannot participate and exchange with your thoughts and feelings and your feedback about sewing with others, maybe it's time to ask, is this really for me? But again, it is for me for sure, so it doesn't really bother me as much, but I know some people do struggle with that, so definitely ask yourself a question. And at the end of the day, it's just a trend. It is a lifestyle, definitely lifestyle movement, but I mean, it's been made into this huge trend lately, and you don't have to follow a trend if you don't like it. I happen to enjoy it. I happen to like it. It happens to align with my moral stands and what I feel as a human. But if I wouldn't enjoy it, I wouldn't follow. So at the end of the day, you do you. I hope that this video really helped you to discover the positives and the negatives. And in the next couple of weeks, will be embarking on a journey of sewing your own fall capsule wardrobe on this channel. So stay tuned for sure. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!